So the Census Bureau is threatening to turn over cases of holster companies not turning over their customer information to the Department of Justice for prosecution. Let's go ahead and talk about it. What is up, Wolverines, and welcome back to the channel. One of the things I get asked a lot about is why I say Wolverines and all the Wolverine stuff. Well, it comes from the movie Red Dawn, the 1980s classic. Someone once asked me why I fight so hard for gun rights. And I said, I want to fight now on a political level so I don't have to be running around in the woods with my AK yelling Wolverines. And it just kind of stuck. Wolverines! If you don't know who I am, my name is John Crump. I'm an investigative journalist, and my area of interest is the 2A space. I keep an eye on companies and also the agencies and organizations that want to violate your God-given right to bear arms. If you can do me a big favor, like, comment, and subscribe, only if you like what I do here. Let me know down below what you ate for dinner last night. That's for you, Kimball. Let's go ahead and talk about the latest developments with the Census Bureau and holster companies. If you haven't seen my last video, you really need to check it out because it gives a lot of backstory. I will link it at the end of the video and you can watch it there, or you can just watch it now and come back and watch this video afterwards. But I will give you a little summary of what happened in case you don't want to go back and watch the video. The Census Bureau sent out a notice to a bunch of holster companies. And when I say a bunch, I'm talking about in the hundreds, asking for information. And I'm pretty sure I know where they got the list of holster companies, but I'm keeping that in my back pocket for now. The information they were asking for is order numbers, what was in that orders, where the orders went to, and a bunch of other information. This was brought to me by a company called JM4 Tactical. I talk about JM4 Tactical a lot because I buy a lot of their products. So they gave me the information. Also, On Your 6 Holsters supplied a lot of information as well. And they are two companies that are willing to go public. But there are a bunch of other companies that are not, for fear of retaliation by the government. One of these companies supplied me with a new letter that they got from the Census Bureau, basically saying this is your final chance to respond with all your customer information. And if you don't respond, we are going to refer your case over to the Department of Justice for prosecution. The Census Bureau has given this company 10 days to respond before their case is referred to the Department of Justice for prosecution. They are being threatened with a $5,000 fine, which is 10 times more than what the statute says, but I'm not sure if there's any type of modifiers I don't know about or anything like that. So I'm not going to say it's wrong. I'm just saying that I cannot find the $5,000 fine anywhere. And this is really unusual. The last time this happened was in 1994, and that was the only time this has happened, and it hasn't happened since. But it looks like the Census Bureau really wants the information from these holster companies. So this is a step up in what is usually the case with these letters. The commodity survey does get sent out to a bunch of people around the different industries in the world. Usually if you don't answer it, you get a couple letters and that's it, and they just drop it. But it seems with these holster companies, they are pushing hard. Where there's smoke, there's fire, and there's a lot of smoke here. The amount of holster companies is staggering. So I'm not really sure what the play of the Census Bureau is. I do have a meeting with an expert in the census later on, and maybe I can get more clarification of how unusual this is, because it is unusual, and according to them, it is very unusual what is going on. So I am thinking that with the Bruin decision, they might be trying to determine where concealed carriers are going to carry in states that war may issue. And now they are shall issue, and there's no way to track guns that are already in the state. So they are using the census to do that. It's weaponizing departments of government to infringe on your rights. Hopefully, a lot of these companies continue to stand up against the government. It is a hard thing to do to stand up to the government because the government has unlimited resources to crush you. So these companies like JM4 Tactical and On Your Six Holsters really need to be supported and saluted for standing up. All the other holster companies out there that are still in the dark and don't want to discuss this, I think you really need to come out of the shadows to let people know what is going on. And if you turned over this information, shame on you. I know a lot of you told me off the record that you guys didn't know what it was or didn't know the impact or didn't know how many holster companies received this notice, which is a good excuse, I guess. I guess if you didn't know what it was and you didn't know that the holster companies were being targeted, it was okay to give over this information. But it's in the past now. So moving forward, just know that you shouldn't give over this information because they're going to use it to infringe on your customer rights. Okay, guys, that is it for today. Remember, I have locals at johncrump.locals.com where you can help support my mission and support my work. With that said, stay ever vigilant, stay ever free, keep in the fight. I love you very much, and Wolverine's motherfucker.